You just seen it. Nah, go call your supervisor.
I am the supervisor on the road right now.
Well, you got to call your supervisor, bro.
You're going to have to call the station if you want to talk to your supervisor.
I don't have to call the station. You call the station. You want to request my ID for no reason.
In this encounter, a man is sitting in his vehicle after interacting with a pedestrian in the roadway when a police officer initiates contact. The officer points to a potential safety concern involving the pedestrian, but the situation quickly shifts when the officer requests identification. Under the Fourth Amendment, an officer must have reasonable suspicion of a legal violation to justify detaining someone. What begins as a casual interaction turns into a dispute over whether that legal standard has been met, setting up a conflict between individual rights and police authority.
You just pulled up to harass me or something, bro?
No, sir. I'm Officer Lee.
So what you say that for? What you mean?
You questioned me. You pulled me up. You said you.
I asked you why you hit your horn. You hit a. You just hit your blazer loud as shit.
You motioned for me to come up.
Right.
You asked me a question. You asked me why I honked the horn.
All right.
I honked the horn because I've been chasing Ezra out of the roadway for the last 15 minutes. Okay?
All right. Well, she was standing in my car at the time. She wasn't in the roadway.
She's standing in the roadway.
Bro, she was standing right here talking to me.
This is the roadway. This is the roadway.
Man, she can stand by. People can stand out here by their cars. Man, this is a public street, bro.
It is a public street.
All right,
it's made for vehicles. It's not made for pedestrians.
You say you just kidding from the store?
Over 7,500 pedestrians are killed each year. Okay?
Right, but you just said trespassing at the store, bro. She wasn't at the store. You know what I'm saying? So just leave her alone.
She's standing in the middle of the roadway.
Okay.
Do you have your license on you, sir?
Huh? I ain't got to show you my license for what? No, I don't. Call your supervisor.
At this point, the officer requests identification. Under the Fourth Amendment, a demand for ID during a detention must be supported by reasonable suspicion of a specific, articulable crime.
You're not wearing a seatbelt.
What you mean? Cause you wearing a seatbelt? I'm finna go in the store. I talked to this lady already. You just pulled up and said the same thing. You just seen it. Nah, go call your supervisor.
I am the supervisor on the road right now.
Well, you got to call your supervisor, bro.
You're gonna have to call the station if you want to talk to your supervisor.
I don't have to call the station. You call the station. You want to request my ID for no reason.
I'm telling you why.
You don't have no probable cause, no nothing for you to ask for my ID, bro.
Probable cause?
You don't have anything.
You're in a vehicle without a seatbelt.
Yeah, I can. Right, because I'm getting out and going to the store. What you mean?
You were still in the vehicle.
What do you mean? I just called you over to the vehicle.
You're right.
So what are you talking about then?
Okay, give me 1 second, okay? You're not
right. Figure that out. Figure that out real quick, man. You're gonna be like 2 million views on this one if you keep on playing with me.
The officer now points to a seatbelt violation. Traffic violations can establish probable cause for a stop, but the timing and observation of that violation become critical in determining legality.
All right, come on. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got no warrant, no ticket, no nothing. So we can play this game all day. You already see it's a rental card, so you already know. Hey, I'm totally legit, buddy. So play your little game if you want to, man. Hey, you said I'm not free to go? You said I'm not free to go? All right, so you detaining me without probable cause. You already know I sue E-Course. You already know I sue River Rouge. You already know all that shit. So come on, keep on playing with me today. You see this idiot? He don't even know who I am, bro. Like, I don't even know who he is, actually. That's what's crazy. He just here playing with me like I'm a kid, man.
Hey, sir, you're fine to record, obviously.
Huh?
We come from the sidewalk.
You said from the sidewalk? Bro, why'd you even, what am I still here talking to you for?
It's called an investigative detention.
This ain't no investigation. What investigating what? What are you investigating?
You're not wearing a seatbelt.
Here, the subject questions the basis of the detention. Under established precedent, an officer must be able to clearly articulate the reason for the stop and investigation.
I not have a seatbelt and going to the store? What do you mean? I can get out the fucking car? What are you talking about?
You can't, but you were still.
You don't have a seatbelt on right now either. Do you have a seatbelt on?
You're right.
All right, so why are you sitting messing with me, man? So you sitting here harassing me, brother?
I'm not harassing.
Yes, you are, and you're going to have a problem, man. I'm going to file a complaint. As soon as I pull off, I'm going to file a complaint against you, sir.
That's fine. We go on. All right. I don't want you to get hit by a car, okay? Everything's being recorded on my chest as well, okay?
You sitting right there in your seat without a seatbelt on.
You're right.
All right, and you shouldn't sit here and try to investigate me about sitting here in my car, right here, without a seatbelt on.
Okay.
You sound insane, man. You shouldn't even took it this far. Now you make yourself just look stupid.
The officer maintains the seatbelt violation as justification. The legal question remains whether the detention was initiated before or after that observation.
I don't understand how I'm making myself.
Oh, you're gonna see. You're gonna see. You ever heard of Let's Talk Numbers USA? That's my page. That's why. That's my page.
Sir, that's fine.
All right, I got you.
First of all, you don't need probable cause to pull a car over. You need reason.
Bruh, it ain't. Yes, you definitely have to have probable cause. Are you insane? I filed 7 federal cases, man. I won every single one of them. You gonna sit and tell me about a Fourth Amendment? Come on, man. You serious? You don't know who you're talking to. That's the problem.
First of all,
you need to talk to Johnson. You need to talk to everybody. You need to talk to your chief of police. You need to talk to all them right now because I'm definitely finna go down there and I'm finna file a complaint against you.
that's fine, sir.
All right.
That's your right.
Definitely.
The Fourth Amendment protects against unreasonable searches and seizures, including brief detentions without lawful justification.
Okay, again, sir.
All right, stay right there, man. For my safety and your safety, stay where you are, brother.
Well, I'm just.
All right, because you've been aggressive the whole time,
I've been
man.
aggressive at all.
Yes, you have, brother.
Listen, I'm Officer Lane with the Ecorse Police Department.
I see now.
The reason I stopped you is because you motioned.
You didn't stop me. You sat there and honked your horn at a lady that was standing by my car. So make sure you make this correct. All right, man. Don't.
It's all being recorded, man. There's
Man, look,
all out
I'm
there.
a very factual person, brother.
Okay.
Believe me.
Listen, I've never met you before.
All right, yeah, that's what you understand. I'm very serious, and you don't even understand that, brother.
Okay, listen.
Okay.
First of all, you need reasonable suspicion to make a traffic stop. Okay.
No, man. You have to have articulate for a traffic stop.
You gotta have what?
You gotta have an articulated suspicion, man. What are you talking about?
Articulated or
right?
articulable suspicion?
Articulated suspicion. You can't articulate why you just stopped me.
Listen, I'm not gonna write you any tickets today. Okay, I'm gonna let things go. Okay. Also, just so you know, I can write you a ticket. You're illegally parked more than a foot from the curb. You did not have a seatbelt on. Okay. Therefore, that is probable cause in and of itself. Okay. If you feel as though you want to make a complaint, you're more than welcome, obviously, to do that. Okay?
I'm going to make a complaint.
3869 West Jefferson, okay?
Oh, I know exactly where it's at. I have filed complaints there before. I told you I filed lawsuits there too. Yeah, you just fucked up. You just picked the wrong person to fuck with today.
Okay, sir.
That's all it is, brother. He said I'm parked too far away from the curve. Look at this. Look how far he's parked away from the curve. But I'm parked too far away. Oh my God. Everybody, we're going to have to bash this guy. Ecorse Police Department. Ecorse Finest. Right here. Ecorse Finest.
This encounter centers on whether the officer had a lawful basis to detain the individual under the Fourth Amendment. While the officer ultimately cites a seatbelt violation and parking issue as probable cause, the timing and clarity of that justification are critical. Courts generally require that reasonable suspicion or probable cause exist before or at the moment a detention occurs. If an officer cannot clearly articulate that basis at the outset, the legality of the stop may be challenged. This is why understanding constitutional protections during police encounters remains essential.